There is yet still to conquer. We must not surrender. Onward!
Darcei!
Hut hut 1, hut hut 2, big titties, big butt 2. Just kidding, I don't have a butt. Hey guys! What's up? It's your favorite bald-headed bitch back at it again with another video. Welcome to another episode of Porn Theater. I will be your extremely reluctant and very sweaty host. Okay, so there's another fan fiction. And I hope it's better than the last one because the last one left me very unsatisfied. I mean, I guess just for half of it, but still. And yes, I'm just wearing a bra again. It's really hot in here. I can't turn on my AC because it makes a sound. And it's really distracting and you guys won't be able to hear me moaning while I'm reading this. Okay, let's begin. This one is called Darcei's Anniversary by 123 Brooksy. 123 Brooksy back at it again with the hits. This masterpiece has 2 chapters and like the last one, it features the same characters. Me, Kyungsoo, and Kai. If you don't know who these people are, then you should go watch the first video so that you don't get lost. Darcei gets the ultimate gift for her anniversary. I wonder what it is. Chapter 1. I already can't do this. Okay, no. I'm a mature adult. Darcei has been living with her boyfriend Kyungsoo for a year now, and their relationship is very passionate and warm. Aww. Every morning she cooks breakfast for him, they eat together, and he leaves, not to return until late at night when Darcei was either asleep or too tired to do more than wish him a good night. She signed up for this. She knew dating a K-pop star would not... It's not even funny yet. She knew dating a K-pop star would not be easy. Oh no. It's because I know what's coming. Literally, haha! Sorry, I'll continue. They met a year ago at an EXO fan sign. It was the first Korean fan sign Darcei attended, and ironically enough, it was EXO's final comeback. Oh man, I miss EXO already. With the way her karma worked, of course. I'm trying to read porn right now! With the way her karma worked, of course, Darcei's first EXO fan sign would be the last ever. The members wanted to settle down finally after carrying the K-pop industry on their backs for so long. When it was her turn, she shakily handed Dio her poster of him. He smiled at her and complimented her nice teeth when she smiled. Oh, thanks Kyungsoo. He told her she was the prettiest fan he'd encountered, and she giggled. She smiled and waved at all the members on her way back down to her seat, but something caught her eye. Kai was the only member not smiling. He seemed distant and lost in thought. Besides that, everything else was perfect. Well, that was weird. Why you gotta be like that, Kai, huh? Why you gotta be like that? When she got home later that night, she took a closer look at his signature and noticed that in the smiley face that he had drawn after his initials, he carefully disguised what appeared to be a phone number. Kyungsoo! Darcei could not believe it. But when she texted it, he actually responded. Of course he did. Have you seen me? I'm a 10 out of 10! No man can resist this. The text became calls, and soon they started dating. That leaves us at present day, their 1-year anniversary that Darcei had to spend alone. He's filming for a very successful drama. That's why he's gone most of the day. Okay, so my man is at work. Kyungsoo was so sad during breakfast that Darcei would be alone, but he promised that he'd come earlier than his usual 11 p.m. She didn't know how earlier he would be, so at 8 p.m. she began to cook and set up a special dinner for the two of them. Wow, look at me, the perfect little housewife. While she waited, she decided from simple curiosity to see what the rest of EXO was up to nowadays. So I Google all of the members and they're all doing something except for Kai, who's mysteriously missing from the picture. How strange. I wonder if we would find out what he's up to. Anyway, so I fall asleep, Kyungsoo comes home, and then this is the part that you guys are here for. She changes into lingerie and lets her hair down from its ponytail. She sprays herself a couple of times with perfume and waits on the bed for Kyungsoo. They haven't had sex in a couple weeks. Surely tonight Kyungsoo would give her something special. Cause last time he did not give me something special. He gave me something whack. Oh no, I gotta do the voices now. I gotta do the voices. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta drop a little bit. Darcei, he says under his breath.
Do you like it?
She asks. Yes, he says, slowly approaching her. You better. She says sassily. Haha! That's so me. You know me so well, Brooksy. He snickers and climbs into the bed, making it groan and lean beneath his weight. He probably weighs like nothing. What can be more romantic than making love to my girlfriend on a candlelit bed on our 1-year anniversary? He says, looking deep into her eyes. So Kyungsoo gets naked. But then he says, wait, there's something I have to tell you first, he says with a deep sigh. No, don't ruin this moment. I don't care what it is. Tell me tomorrow, Darcei says. I just want the Let's go! He smirks in defeat. Okay. Alright, here we go, guys. He lowers his lips to kiss her. It's tender and passionate and very, very intrusive. His tongue slides along her bottom row of teeth. He's like, ugh. He holds his body up above hers with one hand, and with the other, his fingers slip into her see-through underwear. That's that Savage X Fenty, you know? Those crotchless panties. This outfit must be the $50 that left my account last week, Kyungsoo says. As if he would notice $50 coming out of his bank account. He's like a millionaire. You know me so well, Darcei replies, spreading her legs wider for him. Oh no, I have to moan. Oh no. Ew! She moans as his fingers slide inside of her. I already want to leave. Why? He gives her a few thrusts, lubricating his fingers with her juices, then pulls them out. He then pulls his out and wipes her fluids over the head. His shy eyes flutter back open as Darcei not so gracefully ditches her panties. I mean, yeah, not known for my grace. She sits up halfway to free herself of her matching bra. The garter and stockings remain. Wow, I am in a full outfit right now. I'm here to impress. I'm dressed to the nines. As his tongue finds hers, his dick slowly enters her. The thin, long shaft penetrates her and reaches far beyond her limits. Then, Kyungsoo, why are they doing you dirty again? I love you, Darcei, Kyungsoo says, leaving his dick buried inside of her so her body can accommodate. Is this real? Am I really reading this? As his hips pull back, he thrusts back in gently and she moans again. You're so pretty, Darcei. I know. I wish I spent the day with you, he says, thrusting very softly, gently bringing her to orgasm. Ever so softly, bringing her to orgasm. I'm she shouts, her hands wrapped tightly around his back. Before her acrylics can scratch holes in his back, he pins her wrists beside her head. Okay. And looks into her eyes while he continues his soft, gentle thrusts. I know, I can feel it. I feel you squeezing around me, he says. He subconsciously speeds his thrust, getting ready to release himself. Baby, Darcei moans as he releases her wrists. Yes, baby, he grunts. Damn it, he says under his breath. He goes even faster, causing their bed to squeak beneath them. Happy anniversary. Why am I so cheesy? Happy anniversary. Are you gonna come again? Before me? He asks through gritted teeth. Look at me, baby. Where's my water? Oh my god. She grabs a hold of his strong arms while he smooths her insides out. Is that a phrase? Do people say that? Smooths her insides out? What does that even mean? Want your anniversary present? Kyungsoo grunts. Oh, yes. Darcei says, grabbing the sheets again as her legs shake uncontrollably. She's again. Okay, like this is way better than last time. His cum shoots into Darcei thickly and I just spat. His shoots into Darcei thickly and hotly, and she lifts her chin to kiss him again. When he pulls out, he collapses on the bed next to her. He turns to look at her. Sorry I wasn't there to spend the day with you. Next week, I'll make everything really special. Thank you for cooking dinner, he says apologetically. It's okay, baby, Darcei says with a satisfied smile. Yeah, I am pretty satisfied. It's not. I'd understand if you wanted to break up with me, he says, and his mood changes completely. Why are you acting so sus, bro? What are you talking about? Darcei asks with a frown. Nothing, he says dismissively. Did you like your anniversary gift? He asked, looking down at Darcey's abused privates and the white fluids bubbling out of it. That is disgusting. I am disgusted.
I loved it,
she says, leaning over to kiss Kyungsoo. She was expecting something physical, not an activity. She was expecting a physical object, like jewelry or something, but this is fine for now. I just want to point out that my love language is physical touch and quality time, so I actually don't care about physical objects. If there is a boy out here watching this that's interested in me, you don't have to buy me anything. I just want your time. Love you. I love you too, Kyungsoo says. He seems a little off, like there's something he wants to say, but just won't. He's acting sus! Chapter 2! What was so important last night? Darcey asks. Darcey's asking the important questions. She wants to know, why is Kyungsoo acting so sus? Kyungsoo looks up from her across the table. He puts his biscuit down and just stares at her.
Well,
remember how you said you're supportive of my career no matter where I go with it? Don't tell me you want to work at a male whorehouse or something. That's ridiculous. He would never do that. He smiles for a second. No. But the director wasn't feeling IU and I's chemistry, so... Oh my god, he's working with IU? I love her. I already know you're gonna break up with me, and I wouldn't blame you. Just tell me. There's a love scene, and IU and I, since we don't like each other like that in real life, it was kind of hard to film, Kyungsoo explains. Oh my god, just tell me what happened, Darcey says loudly, obviously getting frustrated. Basically, he made us sleep together for real to create chemistry on screen when we pretended to have sex. What? Stop it. You did not sleep with IU on our 1-year anniversary, Darcey says in disbelief. This has to be a joke. Kyungsoo has never cheated before. How can this be? Kyungsoo! Now I can't even like IU anymore. I love her. Ugh. Please believe me, it was just for the drama, he pleads. They did Kyungsoo dirty again. Or did Kyungsoo do himself dirty? If you notice that the lighting is changing and it's getting super dark in here, it's because there's a tornado warning going on in my city right now, and it's getting real scary outside. But porn theater must go on. If it makes you feel any better, you can sleep with another guy to get back at me. I don't care. Just please don't break up with me. I need you in my life. I can sleep with another guy, you say. I wonder who that could be. Anyways, so Kyungsoo's trifling ass goes back to work. He's trifling, and I decide that I'm gonna hang out with my friends and forget about him. So I'm at my friend's house and we're drinking again, and keep in mind, guys, I don't drink, so you know, one drink and I'm just out like a light. They all sit in the living room, telling embarrassing sex stories, dancing awkwardly, eating a whole bunch, and eventually throwing up. Yeah, that sounds right. Around 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Yeah, we're pretty old. 9 p.m. sounds right. Around 9 p.m., most of them leave in Ubers. Eventually, only Darcey and the host is left in the house, and they end up crying together, as most girl drinking parties end in terror. Darcey tells her friend what happened with Kyungsoo and IU with tears in her eyes. I'm almost more devastated about IU. Like, how could she? During her friend's turn to cry, literally, the apocalypse is happening outside my window right now. Anyways, someone knocks on the door. I wonder who that could be. Oh my god. What if there's a tornado while I'm filming this? Like, if I turn the lights off right now in this room, it's pitch black. Bitch, where am I? I'm back. Anyways, so someone's knocking on the door, and I think it's Jessica. Kai? That's not Kai. I mean, it could be. He's a big boy. Jessica, you always forget something, Darcey says, stumbling towards the door. Pizza, the person on the other side of the door yells. I didn't order any pizza, the host says. I like how her name is just the host. Jessica has a name. I'm gonna give the host a name. I'm gonna name her Juanita. Sir, we didn't order any pizza. The pizza guy looks hot as hell. Guys, I might die while filming this video, but it'll be worth it. Darcey can't see his face that well because of the baseball cap, but still, from what she could see, he's very attractive. Kyungsoo did tell her that she could have sex with someone else. What if she were to get at him? She quickly dismisses the idea. I like how the first thing that comes to my mind is like, I could have sex with this pizza guy. And then I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. This is your address, right? The hot man says, showing Darcey an address on a bill. Yes, Darcey says, and the man pushes his way into the house. Whoa, sir, Darcey says in confusion and alarm. Someone here ordered Kay's pizza service, and someone's gonna get it. I'm not taking no for an answer. He's very aggressive. The man moves to the center of the room and places the pizza box down. He opens it and confetti explodes into the air. In his black cooler bag, he pulls out a speaker, turns it on, and starts dancing to the music. Slowly. Wait a second. Could it be a stripper? And not just any stripper. Is that Kai? I knew it! Darcey's friend, Juanita, begins cheering and laughing, but Darcey has a lot to process. Why are there only 2 girls here? He asks. Darcey looks over at Juanita, who is now knocked out on the couch. 2 seconds ago, she was like, yeah, boy, take it off. And now she's just gone. How convenient. Literally the apocalypse is happening outside right now. Well, this is no fun. I was hired to dance in front of a group of drunk hot girls, not one lost looking sober girl, the man says. I'm sorry, did you used to be in a band? Babe, it's Korea. Every guy used to be in a band. It's true. Well, okay, but were you in EXO by any chance? What does that have to do with anything? He doesn't want to talk about his past, okay? He's a stripper now. This is his life. I was just wondering, if you were hired to dance and just stopped, maybe you'd want to just talk instead, Darcey says with a shrug. Or I could you to sleep. Kai! I just met you! Well, you have me for about 45 minutes. What do you want to talk about? He asks. Let's go to the kitchen, she says, leading him there. I'm gonna be his therapist. We're just gonna talk about your problems and like your life and like how did you get in this situation? You're famous, she says. It's Korea. Everyone knows Stop it, she says, cutting him off. I know who you are. I met you a year ago at a fan sign. I still remember how that went. You look so distant, like you didn't want to be there. Kind of how you look right now. Not everyone can be a pop star forever. Some people need to actually experience life. Yeah, experience life by being a stripper. I spent all those years dancing and singing for people at a distance. Everything has always been so far away. I like this job much better. I like being able to touch the women I dance for. I like to be able to see the look in their eyes when I make them wet. What? It takes a real strong sex appeal to make an entire arena of women wet just by dancing sexily to music at a distance. He's right. What kind of gratification does he get out of that? I'll dance for you. Wow. Getting real bold there, Darcey. Maybe it's the alcohol. Maybe it's the fact that it's Kai. It's only fair. He spent his prime years dancing for her and millions of other girls. It's about time someone did the same for him. Yeah, he's out of his prime now. He's old news. Like, what is he, like 27? Back in the living room, Kai sits on a chair in the middle of the room. Darcey uses his phone to change the music to something
sensual.
Don't laugh at me if I mess up.
Because I will, because I'm a klutz. Don't mess up then, he says back flirtatiously. I hate men like this. And by hate, I mean love. Please help me. Darcey starts a slow, sensual body roll. Why am I doing this? Why am I dancing? And she doesn't even feel embarrassed as Kai's eyes start at her bare legs and slowly make their way back up to her eyes. It was truly a good day to wear a miniskirt. Make it sexier, he says, and his eyes widen as Darcey drops to the floor. I'm dropping it low. As Darcey drops to the floor on her hands and knees and whips her hair around. She grabs his knees and separates them. Wow. Okay.
Is this sexy enough for you?
Darcey asks, struggling to make eye contact through her disheveled hair. I'm getting hard, so it must be. I need more water. My throat's really dry. Kyungsoo never talks to her like this. So blunt, so straightforward, so sexy. She may have to use her free body pass on Kai tonight. It's only fair. God, my hands are starting to get real sweaty. After a few seconds of teasing, she slowly pulls the shirt above her head and Jongin whistles. His thighs twitch, And that's when Darcei gets her first glimpse of the biggest print she had ever seen. She drops down to the floor again and crawls towards him, slithering up his body to the beat of the music. She ends up sitting on his leg. She gyrates her hips, moving in slow, sinister circles. She slides off his leg and sinks down through his legs, her hands dragging down his chest, then thighs, avoiding the large member. I love the word member. Avoiding the large member, trying to break free from his pants. Before she can make it back to the floor, he grabs her wrists and gently suggests that she comes back up. She accepts the invitation and straddles him. I accept. The hard bulge settles snugly against her protected only by her thin, Fenty panties. See, what did I tell you? That's Savage X Fenty girl. Get it? He immediately wraps his arms around her, straight to her ass. He lifts her skirt and harshly grabs her butt. She instinctively rubs herself against the bulge,
And it feels so good.
He hugs around her back and kisses her neck, careful not to leave marks. Wait, why not? I like marks. I want marks. Then he tangles his fingers into her hair and brings her head down to his to kiss her. It begins as a gentle, innocent movie kiss. Aww! And then turns into an intrusion. He sucks on her tongue and swabs her mouth. Like with a cotton swab. Like just a, getting that DNA. Swab, swab, open up. And she moans along, too horny to even function. And that's Darcei. She's too horny to function. True. She doesn't even notice when Kai unlatches her bra. He buries his face into her chest. It's impressive how well he can focus on two things at once. He's a multitasker. We like it. We stan. He opens his pants and lets his dick out. Darcei can't see it because Kai is kissing her neck again, but it feels girthy. Ew. The heat from his member. Yay, member! The heat from his member goes straight through her underwear. Same for her juices. Darcei lifts her hips and Kai pulls her panties to the side. He holds his dick up and guides it to her dripping hole. That's so disgusting. Sit on it, he says, his eyes burning into her soul. Darcei lowers her hips and her eyebrows Darcei lowers her hips and her eyebrows immediately turn towards her scalp. I'm like Darcei lowers her hips and her eyebrows Why is this so funny? Darcei lowers her hips and her eyebrows immediately turn towards her scalp. I can't. Guys, I can't say this. What if my dad's watching? Dad, turn this off. This might be the fattest dick she's ever sat on. No, this is the fattest dick she's ever sat on. And it's stretching her to her limit. Don't be scared, he says breathlessly. I am terrified. The head isn't even all the way in. Get me out of here. Mom, I want to go home. I'm sweating. I can't take this. She grips his shoulders tightly as his hands separate her butt cheeks roughly and he thrusts his hips upwards, pushing his dick further inside of her. His dick was just so thick. Darcei's body could barely adjust to it. You okay? He asks. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay right now. Good. Then sit down on the rest of it. Darcei's eyes widen. There was no way there was still more to conquer. Nay, there is yet still to conquer. We must not surrender. Onward! She lowers herself and her body begins to shake as her butt settles against his thighs. Coming already? I hate him. Coming already? That's disappointing, Darcei. Well, sorry I disappointed you. This is the fattest I've ever sat on, okay? It's not my fault. When she finishes, he makes her get up He leads her to the couch where her drunk friend, oh my god, Juanita's still here. I'm sorry, Juanita. And bends her over the armrest. He immediately pushes inside of her to the hilt. I love that term, to the hilt. It's just like, right in there! I've never f***ed a girl this wet before, he says, grabbing Darcey's hair with one hand and slapping her ass with the other. Incredible. He's so excited. He's just full of joy. He's just full. Have you ever seen a man just so full of joy? Darcey can barely breathe, and to be honest, his grip on her hair is painful, but she's never been like this before. Kyungsoo was the definition of a gentleman. He'd never handle her as ruthlessly as this. That's why you gotta get you a man who can do both. Sorry, what? Fluids run down her thighs as he pounds into her. Keep in mind, this is happening right next to Juanita. Girl, I'm so sorry. His grunts get more and more urgent. The louder his grunts, the quicker his thrusts, the tighter his grip on her hair gets. There's no way she was walking out of this house tonight with a full head of hair. Or walking. Really, it's gonna be more of a limp. He suddenly pulls out, still grunting just as intensely. Darcey sinks to her knees and Kai quickly walks around to face her. Oh. Okay. Ow! I don't even remember how to drink anymore! My head is spinning. Is your head spinning?
Your mouth, Darcey. Open your mouth.
He orders, tugging feverishly on his manhood. Before she can actually think about it, she opens her mouth and his dick immediately sinks down her throat.
So warm.
He moans. And he begins to... Well then. Nice. So, I have another appointment I need to get to, Kai says, tucking his soft back into his pants. He picks his shirt up off the floor and puts it on. He looks over at Darcey, who kneels in the same spot by the couch, right next to Juanita. Girl, I'm sorry. That was perhaps the best beating her has ever received. You have the wettest Kai says with a smile. We have to do this again sometime, he says, grabbing his Bluetooth speaker. He packs up his fake pizza box. You know what? I really wish there was a real pizza. I'm hungry. He packs up his fake pizza box and stands at the doorway. You're okay, right? He asks, grabbing the doorknob. No, dude, I can't walk right now. She just nods and gives him a thumbs up. I'm good, bro. Bro, I'm fine. I'm good. He gives her a thumbs up back. All right, you good, girl? Okay. I'ma head out. See ya. All right, maybe I'll see you again sometime, he says. Bye. As soon as the door closes, Darcey throws up on the floor. That's from the alcohol, right? Not from the too sick. So the next morning, I'm home in my bed somehow, and then I discover that I guess Kyungsoo had picked me up from Juanita's house and driven me home. And I mean, I'm guessing from the state I was in, they probably knew what happened. Awkward. How do you feel? He asks. A lot better now, thank you, she says. So, I don't want any details, but who was he? Wow, I'm a good actor. Darcey thinks long and hard. Long and hard. Darcey thinks long and hard for a moment. There's no way she can tell her boyfriend that she slept with his ex-bandmate. He actually didn't tell me his name, she says. And hey, she's not lying. Oh, would I know him? Based on his looks? Did he look famous? Why would you even ask that? That's a weird thing to ask. Well, I guess we're in the celebrity circle, so like it could have been another celebrity. Cause he IU. Darcey stands and grabs their dishes. She looks back at Kyungsoo. Babe, it's Korea. Everyone knows everyone. And then I wink at the camera. The end! Well then, that was interesting. I really hope my dad's not watching this. I'm sorry, Dad. It wasn't real, I promise. Kinda wish it was real. So, I hope you enjoyed this, you nasties. You're all sick. But if you're into it, subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want to see me read more fan fictions. But of course, that means you guys have to write more fan fictions, you sickos with your sick minds. What's wrong with you? Just kidding, I like it. I know that if you clicked this video and you made it all the way to the end, then that means that you love me a lot. So thank you. I love you so much too. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is gonna be right now. Cause you're just gonna click one of these. I'm gonna put some clean stuff in here, guys, just to cleanse your soul a little bit, okay? I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that. But anyways, don't forget that I love ya so